running through the six with my woes. Yeah.
I was almost like Barney for the kids. So I go somewhere, little kids come up to me. And so then my material changed. It kind of threw me off, my rhythms of comedy because Mr. Cooper talking like fuck, and so it threw me off. It really threw me off to be that humanitarian, to be that guy because I was a raw comedian first. And then they gave me this, and it worked. And I saw the humanity in it where I knew I was special when I went to Children's Hospital. And I made children happy. I said, you blessed, bro. These little kids that have diseases, they're messed up. And just the humanity to walk in there and to feel the power and made them smile. I said, man, you blessed, bro. You blessed. And so, I'm trying to say, man, it was a huge part. Still to this day. You go meet Mr. Cooper, I gotta be on 24 hours. Me and Crockett, we walking around, we gotta be on 24 hours. No matter where I go. We went to Starbucks, we talked to 83 people in there. But if I wouldn't have been mean, it would have been fucked up. It would have hurt them. Imagine you meet a big celebrity, Jamie Foxx, or somebody, how you doing? Man, fuck, get out of here, man. It'll hurt you. So that's why I feel the burden. I'm carrying the burden. Not the burden, but on my back is I'm carrying. I have to make the Lord bless me to make people smile. We made all those people in Starbucks feel good by just saying, "Hey, girl, what you doing? Hey, what's your name?" It just took them to a different humanity, And I know I'm blessed like that, and it's an incredible feeling to know that. You know it too. You're famous. Come on, you go out, people meet you in Houston. Damn, man, I never met you, brother. Whatever. It means a lot to me that you're nice to them or whatever, So it's a hell of a burden. Yes. I was in line at Walmart, right? Years ago. And I'm standing behind this guy who's getting checked out. I'm next in line. And I get greeted by the cashier, and I return the greeting, and dude snap. Look back real quick. He said, "Yo, Willie D." Yeah. How? And this girl is freaking out. What's going on? Right. He's like, "Baby, that's Willie D. Get a boy, the D one." Right. He said that. That's the D. I'm like, I ain't the D one. Scarface and Bushwick. Too much. Scarface a little bit better. Yeah, I'm like, they're the D one. So I understand, that image that you have. Come on, you had it before me. You were famous before me. When I was coming up, you were famous to me. Yeah. I went and saw you perform at the Oakland Coliseum, Richmond. I saw you guys perform. Yeah, I went. You shot pistols off. But nobody shot pistols. It's been shot. So what it feels like. The bird. It's not a bird. It's not a bird, to be honest. I think it's not a bird. We can't say it's a bird because we're blessed. It's not a bird. No, that's what people. That's the correct thing to say. But fuck that. It's a blessing. Yeah. It's a blessing and a burden. But more of a blessing. Because the alternative is not something either of us would want. Exactly. So it ain't a burden. We ain't saying ain't no burden. Well, a burden is just something that we're just famous people, brother. And it is what it is. You famous. You famous. You famous. You don't think you famous? You famous. Anything you don't think you famous? Yeah. I'm just saying that. Famous, we made it. I'm just saying, yeah, we did. And I do feel blessed. To follow my dreams. And I set these goals and see them come. Let me ask you a question. How did it feel when you first heard?
I'm still alive.
It was just like it is in the movie. Sure. Anytime they have a biopic and they show the group, singing or whatever, or rapping, and then the music come on the radio for the first time, everybody, hey, they play that music on the radio. Ah! Really? Yeah, it's like that. Wow. It's a beautiful. What was the first song on the video? The first song that I've ever heard them play was a song called "No Sellout" that we had on the first album. Okay. But when it got crazy, it was Mind Playing Tricks. Yes, that was the big one. That was like that shut everything. Everything down. Oh man, that shut everything down. I knew that song was going to be big. I knew it was big when we went to Stevie Wonder's radio station in Los Angeles, and the staff was there at the station at 5 a.m. They wasn't supposed to be there till like 5. They were there at 5 a.m. for our interview. Wow. And they had their family members and stuff. I'm talking about old people, young people. Wow. They were out there. Everybody wanted autographs.
Yeah, keep shooting and bring your ass over here in this house so I could take everything. Motherfuckers shooting in my neighborhood. I wish I could just find my lighter without having to search for it. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're responsible. Here it is.
You can start talking about the Bible, and he'll identify that verse like this. Just. I didn't know that. Just say one little piece of it, and he'll tell you exactly where it comes from. Oh, yeah, that's King James. Really? Fourth chapter, fifth verse, whatever. Yeah. Well, he was deep like that, because I was talking. He was at the comedy club. He was hanging out. He liked comedy. That was awesome. He was deep like that with those little sayings, and that's deep. Because I think anyway, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I said King James. King James, I'm not a Bible dude. But King James is a version, but they would say, what would they say? Something like Corinthians. They ain't heard that word in a long time. Corinthians, because black preachers be making it up. Let's go to Corinthians chapter 4 and page 6. And they said, no.
And then they start lying like a motherfucker.
What do you think about prosperity pastors?
Prosperity.
What does that mean? Tell me, I'll give you in trouble. The ones who preach money, like get to the paper. Put it like this. They don't really spoke. If I went to church with my family, and we were hungry, we didn't eat that well that morning, and wasn't that much gas in the car, and I turned the car off, and the car still because it needed a tune-up. But I had faith. I told my family, come out. Then I see the pastor ride by, and
Might have been zombie. Back to my shit.
Green, Bentley, coke white interior. Then he get out, I can see his jewels glistening. Wow. I can see his gator shoes from there. First lady gleaming, looking good. Purse. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rob them in the name of Jesus. Take off the brace and everything. That's what I think of them. Hey, my family gonna eat. My family gonna eat. We may take their car too. Get out the car too. Hey, fair exchange ain't robbery. Hey, let's go back to 2007. Okay. 2007. What comes to mind when you? I don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about? No, I don't go back. Right. I don't go back to things that shocked my mind. Yeah. It fucked me up, and so I don't even think about that shit. No offense, but it fucked my life up. And it actually was a positive thing because it changed my comedy. Yeah. It changed who I was at that moment, and Richard Pryor is my idol, and so me and Richard Pryor went to the same thing, and so that was my channeling through Richard Pryor. That was Richard Pryor moment, and that was a bad time in my life. And, people want to interview and talk. I don't talk about that bullshit. Right. It's hard to overcome that. I still haven't overcome it. So, yeah. So, that's what it is. That's what I don't even fuck with that. I respect that. Yeah. You have a relationship with Bill Cosby? No. What about what am I trying to say? Joe Torre. You cool with Joe Torre? Joe Torre, yeah. Oh yeah. The niggas who I don't like, they know it. You feel me? It ain't no bullshit. Yeah, I love all those guys. Yeah. I love Joe. Joe, Guy, all of them. Can you talk about this joke stealing thing, man?
Well, joke stealing thing, is something. There's so many influential comedians out there. When you guys was coming up for the example, the rap game, nobody could have took your music. It wouldn't even. You guys had your own music,
or even just the style.
Yeah, even the style.
Like,
yeah, too short, cadence. And you guys were like talked about the same thing, but two different beats, two different. Didn't nobody. And so these young comedians, the people want to come on. I know I don't steal material. I write every day. I'm a G. I like to write, and so these guys want to come in and steal your shit, and it happens so much. It's like, damn, either you got to defend yourself, or you got to let the nigga know that you gonna step to him, and I take it personal. I'm gonna step to you. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna step to you, bitch. If you stealing my shit, fuck you and your family. That's what I ain't lying. You try to steal my shit, fuck you. Yeah. And that's the way I step to you. I don't mean it have to be physical. I'm gonna step to you. They all go, I just let motherfuckers know, And that's why I try to write different, try to write unique. They gonna steal it. They gonna punk ass motherfuckers gonna always steal your shit. They always got punk ass motherfuckers out here who wait for you, who sit in there and watch you, and then take pieces of your shit. I know. I don't steal motherfuckers shit. I don't look at nobody else. I don't want to see nobody else. I don't look at no other comedians. I don't need to see no other comedians. There's only Richard Pryor to me. My top dogs, Cat Williams, and these dudes. Other than that, I ain't feeling you. I enjoy you, but I'm not going to steal. And I don't even, if you going one way with, that's why I never did nothing on COVID. Because all these niggas, every nigga did something on COVID. The same writing motherfuckers.
You didn't do one COVID joke?
I had one COVID joke. I said, I like the mask, because you can talk shit to your woman. Bitch, fuck you, bitch. What'd you say? I said, I need to get rich. We need to get rich. That's the only joke I ever did. Because everybody was doing it, so I didn't concentrate, Yeah. I ain't had no Obama jokes. Everybody doing Obama jokes. Everybody doing the same Trump jokes. Everybody doing the same, so I try to write outside the box so these dudes won't steal. But they still come. I ain't gonna say no names, but I still see my shit, pieces, come up. If I say something, they'll say it. I'm a historian. I read. I research. I Google. You tell me about any timeline in American history, I could tell you what was going on and why, what was affected, and I utilize that, in my act. So, and so you hear little words. I'll say something, cornbread, and suddenly they'll just say cornbread. A little, So nothing you can do. It just, I got to the point where I said, well, fuck it, it's flattery, Colonel. These little bitch ass motherfuckers stealing your shit. That means you the GOAT. They stealing your shit.
But it's one thing for a guy to steal some material from the little guy.
Yeah.
But when they try to steal from somebody with a name already, somebody who can defend themselves, who can who has a platform to get the word out and put you on blast.
That means,
why would somebody take that risk?
Well, like the Steve Harvey thing, I think he might have been doing it just bitch move. Not maybe stealing my material. I maybe giving the benefit of the doubt. Maybe one of his writers did it, but we all know whose material it is. I think it, iterative motives. It sometimes be a iterative motive. You never know what the motherfucker he took something. I'm gonna take something in. It ain't about the money. Motherfucker got enough money. You know what I mean? So it look like you want some of me. You want to be me. So therefore, you ain't got enough money. You ain't got enough money. You want to be me. So I look at it like that. That's all right, boy. I'm a G in the game, and you want to be me. You want my style. You want to see how does it feel to be me. That's what I look at it.
That's a good point that you made about the writers. I never even thought about that, but that's true. Like when you get to the level of a Steve Harvey, you have writers, and some of these guys can, steal other people's jokes and then get paid. Give those jokes to some other guy who has a platform and get paid for doing that.
Right.
And
but you know what he's doing. You know what you're doing.
This guy takes the joke unsuspectingly.
He knew.
But you're saying he knew.
He knew. He gonna play that bullshit game. He gonna play all that. But I didn't know, nigga. Yes, you did. Stop it. Stop. You want to be me. It ain't about you. May got more money, but you want to be me. You want to be smooth as me. You want to wear clothes like me. You can't be smooth as me, fool.
Was the joke that he told
one of the jokes that you had that was on a major platform?
On a major platform.
All the way out there?
Yes. I did the joke on Comedy Central.
Okay.
One of my Comedy Central specials.
Yeah.
Yes. So anything you say, I can go research it, bitch. Anything you ever told to me, nigga, I got my first HBO specials, nigga, doing that. I could go to some dude and say, you think I stole that from you? Look at my HBO special, fool. You got it from me.
Where are you right now in your career? Like, what's going on?
I'm on tour with Cat Williams, 2023 tour, best tour out. We're destroying them. It's a major tour. We're doing, big centers. Cat give me that platform, and we're destroying them. And we just crush, kill, destroy. So that's why I'm at my career. I'm a comedian. I want to be a comedian, and that's what I am. I'm a comedian first, and then I want to come out with a new sitcom. I've been thinking about that. I said, do I want to come back to TV? Do I want to do this? But it looks so lame out there. I see these shows are so lame, and I did it. Once, and I retired. I said, I'm done with it. I didn't want to come back. I did it. So I said, So I'm thinking about, coming back to television.
How many hours a day were you putting in on Mr. Cooper?
10 to 5. 10 to 5.
Yeah. Oh, so that's not that bad. 10 a.m.?
Yeah, I told them, they had me, I can't get up. I would come to work at 10:30. I said, I ain't no good.
Yeah.
About 10:30.
Because I've heard stories of guys being in those rooms in the writers' rooms for like 17 hours out of the
Well, that's
day.
ridiculous. I mean, that's the writers, but I was more spontaneous and quick. So you give me the script, and I put Mark Curry into the script.
And how many days a week did you do practice the script?
Every day. When they pay you that much money, we went to work every day, brother. Every day. And that cry, you look back and say, damn, I'm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, block Thursday, and shoot it Friday. They made you stay there. We could have did that in one day. I could have shot that show in one day. But they made you stay there. I used to think about that. I said, damn, they made me stay there a week. It just take a week to shoot the show.
Yeah. Are you doing any executive producer?
Right now, no. Right now, I'm just on tour. Right now, I'm a comedian. And that's what I like to be. I like to be Richard Pryor. I just want to be out there being the funniest dude that I could possibly be. And that goes with my mental. When I'm funny, everything else, that's what my life goes. I'm a comedian, so I'm funny. I can do other things. So I'm looking at this sitcom, so I wrote it down. I have the basis of it. I will be executive producer, so when I push this sitcom out, if I want to do that, I'm going to figure, do I want to do that? Do I want to do a sitcom? Do I want to go back and do this? I already made history. Do you want to do it again? Do you, do you want to do movies? Movies you can't just do movies like it used to be. So sitcom, maybe I'll come back and do a sitcom and shock the world, because what I see out is I don't see anything funny. I don't watch no show. Me and Martin was funny. I used to watch Martin and die. And I don't see anything like that. I don't see funny shows, like Mr. Cooper. Or I don't see that. So I would love maybe to come back and, maybe.
Yeah.
Come maybe be fun.
Yeah, the funny stuff is few and far between when you watch these comedy shows now, these sitcoms.
They're terrible.
You watch these sitcoms, the real jokey stuff like that Martin and Cooper, back to back.
Because we were comedians and we would put that influence into the scripts. They would give us basic scripts and me and Martin would take it up to another level. These people get the scripts and they just read hey, let's get some coffee, honey. What about pizza? You don't like pizza? And they read them lines like, oh my God. See, when they gave me them lines like pizza, I said, Dad, put some cornbread on that pizza. Let's do this. And then, add a little ooh to it.
They ever try to make you wear a dress?
I did wear a dress one time. Only reason I did it, one time. Only reason I did it. Only reason. I told them I'd never wear a dress. But it was with Sherman Hemsley.
And what was the situation?
The situation was, Sherman Hemsley was a landlord or something, and so I had to dress up as a woman to convince him. And it was a funny scene, so I said, now I don't do dresses, homie. But I said, with Sherman Hemsley, I'll do it.
Do you regret doing it?
No, because it was with Sherman Hemsley. He was a legend. And I said, if I could do something funny with him, and I had to beat him off of me. It was hella funny. And so I didn't regret it.
That's the only time I did that. Only time. And I got a story for the dress story gonna really blow your mind. Joanna Man. Remember the show, the movie Joanna Man? Yeah. I was up. It was my movie. It was between me and Miguel Nunez. Right. They said, we like you. You know, it's between you and him. So we sitting in there in the makeup room. They said, this is audition. Okay, here we go. We got to say your eyebrows. I said, what? I said, you ain't saving my motherfucking eyebrows. I said, nah, we ain't doing that. Miguel Nunez said, I'll do it. He shaves his eyebrows. Got the part. Yeah. I said, nah. I told the motherfuckers, nah, I ain't shaving my eyebrows. And I ain't got the part. Nigga, you out of your motherfucking mind, you weird freaks.
Do you think there's an agenda to emasculate black men
definitely
in Hollywood?
Definitely. You've seen it. Yes. Yeah. Well, you look at the movie Panther. The movie came out, was incredible, powerful. Shit. That movie was the most incredible movie ever. Look, the second one that came out, it wasn't even a black man in the movie. What? You don't think that's imagery? Come on now. That was the most powerful movie you ever seen. A black man vibrating. Damn, what is this? Why you think Avatar came out and it stretched 3 hours? That nigga said, I'm gonna put another hour on Avatar so we can blow this shit out. This shit is too powerful. What the fuck is beautiful? Black man, these powerful people, black powerful. Come out the next movie, ain't no dudes in the motherfucking movie. What? Yes, come on.
Okay, so having said that, why would you allow them to do the dress scene? Why would you do the dress scene if you know there's an agenda to, emasculate black men? Why would you get them any ammunition?
Because my ammunition, because you can't. I had a Teflon vest on. Because I showed my masculinity. I showed who I was. And the reason I had the dress on, I wanted to work with Sherman Hemsley. I thought it would be, I loved him, and he was physical, and he was trying to attack me. And so we was fighting. I said, that's funny to me. And when I went in to do that scene, I remember we got into it with the network because they wanted full makeup. Me and the makeup dude, I put the wig on. He said, I said, that's all right, nigga. I ain't doing all that shit. He said, I remember he got to the network, Mark, but they have to put, I said, if I'm the one putting this makeup on in the scene, I wouldn't do it right. I said, give me this goddamn. I did it my own self. They were fucking mad as shit. I remember that. And they wanted to make me up as a lady. I was like, nah. And if you look at it, I did the wig like this, and let's go. And it pissed them off. But so I did it my way. So it didn't hurt me in any type of way.
If you could give Hollywood a different name, or just a different name, give Hollywood a different name other than weird, what would it be?
Money Tree. Money Tree, baby. Everybody trying to climb that tree to get them that money. Pushing everybody down, deceit. It will kill you. You go to Hollywood, that's where you find the devil, because that's deceit. Motherfucker, everybody is deceit. Everybody wants something. Everybody will turn you in. Everybody will knife you, stab you in the back. Everybody talking shit behind your back. Everybody want to see you fail. It's just, it's a world that's incredible. It's an incredible world.
Do you feel like?
But it's a beautiful world.
Right.
Thank you. I thank you for it. We love you. I love you for Hollywood. Thank you.
Do you feel like the people, the fans, the industry have given you what you've given them?
Yes. I think I get respect wherever I go because I've given the people respect. Time I put out a product, my product is just like Coca-Cola. You know my motherfucking brand. My brand is good, just like Blue Magic. My shit is certified.
Yeah,
when you say Mark Curry, you know what you're going to get because I gave them products. Everything I served you has been. You didn't have to step on my shit. My shit is good. Every time I give you my shit is 100%. Every time you ever seen me do any motherfucking thing, it's 100%. And I've been real, I ain't fake, and people see that, and I think, and they see it, and they give me my props, and that's all I want.
When you're hanging out with guys who you really ain't never hung out with before. Sometimes it might be business associates or whatever.
I don't hang out with niggas I don't know.
Well, you be around people from time to
I don't
time.
hang around with
You gotta meet new people, man. Come on.
Okay.
You meet new
Yeah,
people.
I meet new people.
When you meet new people and they're around you, when new people are around you, are they expecting Mark Curry to like when you're not in the mood to be jokey,
right.
and are they? Does it get like? Does it get annoying when people want you to be jokey when you're being serious?
Well, no, I mean, it's part of who you are. It's part, dealing with people. That's what I'm saying. I don't deal with new people. You set the tone. I think you set the tone by how you approach. I always approach somebody with a joke just to break it and say, "What's happening, man?" And the motherfucker try to get serious. What are you talking about? I don't hear that. Say that bullshit. I let motherfuckers know. I don't hear that bullshit right now. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, nigga. We ain't doing that right now, nigga.
Right.
Nigga get mad, nigga. Then that's your business. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck out my face. We ain't doing that, nigga. What up, man? I know you want. I always say to people, "You want to take a picture, man? Because it means a lot. Come on, let's get to the picture, man." All right, what you trying to do, player? You got a business card? Well, let's talk about. We ain't talking about that now. I'm trying to get some bitches, nigga. And we ain't doing that right now. Give me your card. Let's step away, nigga.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it.
Get off my date.
No, not like that. But it ain't proper. Give me your business card, nigga. What you doing? We handling business now, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at these hoes right here. What you doing? Huh? Who are you? I always say to motherfucker, break them, where you from? I always say that to motherfucker. They bother me. Where you from, nigga? You from where? Because I know every hood. So where you from? I just like to, where you from?
Man, you've been moving around in Houston, man. I've seen you out, you've been enjoying yourself.
That's right, baby. You got to move inside. I'm with Mr. Crockett,
Yeah.
So we I'm with Crockett, so we in the Maybach.
Y'all pulling up I'm seeing y'all pulling
pulled
up in the black Maybach.
Yeah, we pulled up. We saw you pull up.
Yeah.
We saw you pull up in your Maserati. He had a lime green Maserati. I ain't never. I said, okay, orange wheels. I said, you doing too much. He doing too much. That's right. But I like to move. I like to, be out. That as a celebrity, a lot of times we don't get a chance to get out. But I'm the one who I like to get out and see. Keeps me. I'm in my 60s. I like to know what's going on. So if I'm on stage, I want to know what the youngsters talking about. I don't want to be on stage. Well, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes was a good group, and well, you know what, people. I want to be able to say, hey, I want to, where your slab? What color's your slab? I might get my slab wrapped lime green. Throw them elbows on that baby. Go spin that shit like wide.
Man, what's up with you assaulting these sneakers, man, on your IG? What's up with that, man?
Well, you got to wake the shoes up, baby. The real Mark Curry Instagram, you got to wait. When I get a brand new pair of tennis shoes, I get them, I throw them. You got to wake them up.
Yeah.
Wake them up. That's my new thing.
I was like, man, you be throwing those sneakers hard, man. I thought you were going to knock a hole in the wall.
I did one time. I threw that motherfucker. I just like to, that's what I do. I have rituals. All my bottles, if you see me, I take my knife and I cut the label off. Mm-hmm. I do it for Robin Williams because Robin Williams passed, and he had a special where he had all the labels off on his comedy special. So every time I do a bottle, I take the label off for Robin Williams. Represent Robin Williams.
Man, salute to Robin Williams. One of the greatest. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest. That was my dude there.
I saw him at Tour de France twice. He was a bicyclist. I was a bicyclist. And I saw him at Tour de France twice. Robin Williams, yep. True story.
Other than Robin Williams, are there any comedians that are no longer with us? Besides, I know how you feel about Richard, but other than Richard and Robert, that when they died, you was like, Mo, it kind of set you back.
John Weatherspoon, good guy. He was a good guy. We lost so many comedians. I think in this last year, it seemed like we just lost 6 comedians. And we're a fraternal order of comedians, so when one of us goes, it's like, wow, man. Look at our body of work. So when my guys die, it means a lot to me, because because I've been knowing them for so many years, and so it makes you think about life, That's why I take each stage time and Richard Pryor try to kill it, because you never know when it's your life.
Yeah. When it's time for you to go and you ain't got no more, how does Mark Curry want to be remembered?
You know, your legacy is all you leave. So you want to be remembered as a very funny guy, as a very nice guy. You want to be able to leave some materialistic things, maybe a building with your name on it, a street with your name on it. Maybe I'm going to get a Walk of Fame before I die. And so I want to make sure I leave my legacy so my kids can see it and leave them a legacy. My company name is in their name, so when I die, they get my company. They get all my, tapes and everything, so you can do what you want with it. So I just want to be, you just want to go out and, you just want to live a good life. And, you want to be a good, happy life. And that's the main thing. And for me, I want to be funny. That's my life. I want to be funny. I want to be that funny dude. These guys go until they're 80 doing stand-up. I'm 60. If I could do stand-up for 20 more years, I'd be happy. Yeah, I would like that. Dick Gregory.
Well, we're definitely happy, man, that you came and blessed the podcast and gave the people the information and instructions that they need to navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world.
And I'm on tour with Cat Williams, baby. I want to let them know that. 2023, look it up.
Go check out Mark Curry, fam. One of the best to ever do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. No more talk.
That's right. That's what we
got
do.
Over here. Now he's killing
the cup.
This is how you kill a cup.
That's how you kill a cup. Thank you.
That's a wrap.
Now he is killing the gut. Man, this nigga savage.
That they are asking in Ecuador tonight. Who is in charge? Who is in control? 24 hours ago, the entire nation watched as gunmen stormed a live TV broadcast. They were armed with explosives and they demanded to be heard. Their message, according to Ecuador's president, was one of terror and one too many. Tonight, across Ecuador, soldiers are patrolling the streets. A nighttime curfew is in effect, and it remains to be seen if this crackdown will have a lasting impact. For years, violence has gone from bad to worse in Ecuador. Drug cartels waging war against each other in prisons and on the streets to control the routes used to traffic cocaine made in South America, consumed in the U.S., and here in Europe.
Police engaged with a group of gunmen during a raid in southern Ecuador. Stepping up its offensive against the powerful drug gangs who are behind the violence across the country. The shootout took place in the city of Huaquillas, near the border with Peru, which says it's stepping up its patrols along the frontier to stop the violence spilling into its territory.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040 and limited credits only. Get the TurboTax app now.
Throughout Ecuador, security units have been out in force, trying to reassure citizens of their safety. Authorities say they're doing what they can, but they can't be everywhere at once. This footage shows armed gang members setting fire to cars in the country's north in broad daylight. And the gang's terror tactics appear to be working. People on the streets say they're scared.
Sadness and fear is something we all have right now, but we don't know what to do. Because in reality, we can't do anything.
People are afraid. They don't want to go out anymore. Businesses are closing. So as a citizen, I'm very scared of what's happening right now in Ecuador.
The security situation hit the national and international headlines on Tuesday, when heavily armed narcos stormed a TV station in Ecuador's largest city, Guayaquil, during a live news broadcast. The masked gunmen said they were there to warn Ecuadorians not to mess with the mafia. The attack was swift and violent.
They shot one of our cameramen in the leg, broke the arm of another one. They fired bullets. They used their weapons inside.
About 30 minutes after the gunmen appeared, police could be seen entering the TV station. The gangsters were captured, but the attack left Ecuadorians horrified. Ecuador has struggled for years with violence tied to drug trafficking, including homicides and kidnapping. But now the president says Ecuador is at war with the gangs, and he's announced a state of emergency for at least 60 days. During this time, officials can suspend people's rights and mobilize the army, including in prisons.
Well, I'm joined now by Stephen Dudley. He's the co-founder and co-director of Inside Crime. That is a think tank in Washington, D.C. that investigates organized crime in the Americas. I think you're definitely the right man to talk to tonight. It's good to have you with us. Ecuador sounds like it is descending, if it sounds like it's civil war at some level, if not anarchy. Is that what we're looking at?
Well, that might be a slight exaggeration. Certainly they are having extreme problems with criminal groups. A civil war would require some sort of politics behind this, but this mostly appears to be criminal in nature. In the decree that the president issued yesterday, he named 22 different criminal groups, which really gets you to the heart of the problem. Wow. This isn't just one group they have to corral. These are 22 different groups. A number of them stand out above the others, but nonetheless, the problem will be there, which is that they are an atomized series of criminal organizations, some of them with connections to international groups as well. So this is extremely complex.
And Mr. Dudley, explain to us, how have the drug cartels, how have they gained so much power in Ecuador? I mean, Ecuador is not a main producer of cocaine, if that's the drug of choice we're talking about.
It's not a producer, but it sits next to the largest producer in the world. That producer is Colombia, and it has been increasing its production over the last several years. Simultaneously, places like Europe and Asia have become greater consumers of cocaine. So Ecuador has become a greater transit, a point of transit in a much greater capacity than it was in the past. This is the source of much of the fighting and much of the growth of criminal gangs in Ecuador, which, by the way, also got their start inside of prisons in Ecuador. So this is something that has institutional failures built into it, but also economics connected to the international drug trade.
Yeah, and what do we know about these gang leaders? You say that the locus of power or recruitment is the prisons, but are these gang leaders, are they more than just criminal drug trafficking thugs?
Yeah, well, I mean, they vary in nature, of course. Many of them have been housed in prisons for the last several years. Prisons have offered them a number of different possibilities, and I know it sounds strange to people's ears when someone says that, but in a way, it's kind of a place of respite, a place where you can organize, a place where you can recruit, a place where you can set up sort of systematic ways in which you can take action in criminal activities outside of prison, which is exactly what these leaders have done. One of whom was the one who escaped the other day, was a member of the probably the most powerful, one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful group in Ecuador currently, called the Choneros. So these are different types of criminal leaders and criminal organizations with intersections with international criminal groups that have given them increasing amounts of power, in some instances firepower, knowledge, know-how, other series of advantages that they didn't necessarily have 5 years ago or so.
You know, the argument is the drug supply would not be there if we didn't have the drug demand, particularly in the United States and here in Europe. That said, and knowing that the demand is not going to go down anytime soon, does the government in Ecuador, in your opinion, do they have a strategy to regain control and to keep these cartels in check?
Well, it was interesting to watch the presidential campaign play out over the last few months. And initially, all of the candidates had very serious programs that were mid to long term, very much socially minded programs, not very heavy handed. But as things have gotten more violent, and in particular after the assassination of one of their fellow presidential candidates last year, everything got ratcheted up in terms of their rhetoric and in terms of their policies as well. We're seeing them now. We're seeing the new president, the fairly newly inaugurated president, Noboa, go at this with a very heavy hand. And the problem is they don't have the foundation upon which they can fight this type of battle. So it's a long road they're facing. But right now they are just scrambling just to sort of get their hands around the current situation, which is, as you pointed out at the onset, spilled out of control.
Stephen Dudley joining us from Washington. Mr. Dudley, we appreciate your time and your valuable insights tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, for more now, I'm joined by journalist Adriana Aragui. She joins us from the Ecuadorian capital, Quito. Adriana, it's good to see you. We spoke 24 hours ago when this crisis was really erupting. Tell me, what's the difference in the security situation in Ecuador tonight compared to last night?
Have you ever wondered why we are paid every 2 weeks when we work every day? With EarnIn, you can access your pay the same day that you work and get up to $100 per day with no interest, no mandatory fees, and no credit check. EarnIn believes that the money...
Olabilir diye valla. Valla bağlıyor üstü diye. Şuna bak. Koray, görüyor musun ağayı? Oturuyor. Az yedin balığı.
Climbing the lake still, LeBron? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What? Bron ain't top 5 in the league. Name 4 other players better than Bron right now that you picking.
Luka Doncic, the Joker,
No.
Embiid.
Vamos, motiva ese chaval. A ver qué hace.
When the temp agency sent me on a job to dance with Usher, I was so angry I threw my wig off. Move Usher with your Temu sneakers. How you tried to replace me with someone who brought roaches on set.
anyone tell me that Smokey Robinson?
Place when they feel that they have an issue that their representatives or their handlers aren't fucking me. What the f is that? What? Hold on, chat. Duke calling. Oh, what's up, gangster? Hey, my dog. What's up with your IG story? What's on my IG story? Like, what is the meaning of that? It was Christmas yesterday. I got a Santa Claus fit on. Nah, I'm talking about the other one after that. Like, you going live on some shit. You talking about the picture of what you like flexing? What is that right there? You know how you be going to put in a go live tweet? Yeah, but like, what's the meaning of that? You don't put go live tweets? No, I'm saying like this got a crop top on in there right there. Orange motherfucker crop top. That's a crop top? I ain't gonna lie, gang. That's some orange.